Hi, good afternoon.
Hi.
I'm Allie. I'm going to be your occupational therapist for today.
Okay.
And I see that you're in because you've been diagnosed with de Quervain-Steno synovitis.
Yes.
Okay, so you've been experiencing some pain and some inflammation in this region.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have some ideas about some modalities that I'd like to incorporate into our treatment here at the clinic. And then the great thing about these is they're very easy for you to implement back home. So what we're going to do today is I'd like to ask you a couple of questions to make sure the things that I've been thinking of will be actually appropriate for you and you'll be a good candidate for them. And then if you are, I'd like to just kind of walk you through the process and explain it to you, and then you can let me know if you'd like to incorporate it into your home program. Okay? So first, just a few questions I have for you. Can you confirm your date of birth for me?
9992.
Okay. And what did you have for breakfast this morning?
Oatmeal.
Okay. And who is the President of the United States?
Obama.
Okay. Wonderful. So those are just some quick cognitive checks. We don't want to give you any modalities like this if you're not able to kind of check it for yourself. And if you're doing this at home, we need to make sure that you just have the cognitive skills to monitor the sensation of the temperature. Okay. So a couple more questions for you is, do you have any hypersensitivity to cold that you're aware of?
No.
Okay. Any allergies to cold, itching, rashes?
No.
Okay. Have you had any nerve problems or repairs lately?
No.
Okay. Any circulation problems?
No.
Nope. And I think I already asked you this, but any intolerance to cold?
No.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to test your sensation. Are you aware of any sensation problems that you have?
No.
Okay. Well, I'd like to do a quick test. What I'll do is I'll just run my finger along your arm, and I'd like you to tell me when you can feel it.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead and close your eyes.
Yes.
Okay. Are these the same?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
And are these the same?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wonderful. It appears that your sensation is intact, so I'd like to go ahead and explain the modality to you, and then I'll walk you through the process, and you can let me know what you think.
Okay.
Okay? So this is ice massage, and ice massage is great for things like de Quervain's because you're experiencing pain and inflammation, and the cold is going to help reduce that pain and kind of reduce the aggravation that's in your arm right now, that inflammation. So cold modalities are really great for that. So there's a couple different phases that you're going to feel with the cold. First, it's going to start out very, very cold, and you'll feel that. Then it's going to move into a burning phase.
Okay.
Then it'll kind of move into like an aching phase, and then ultimately it'll go numb. And all of that is very normal. If you've ever had ice on your ankle or on your knee or after you sprained an ankle or something, you've probably experienced those phases and experienced that numbness. So once we get to the numbness, that means we are done with the treatment. Because one of the risks of doing cold modalities is you obviously could have frostbite if you leave it on too long. We're only going to be doing this for about 5 to 10 minutes today. So it's really important that we only do about 5 to 10. Anything more than 10, we do run the risk of damaging the tissue. So that'll be what we do today. So I just want you to know the risks and the benefits of this modality before we move forward. Do you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay, cool. So what we'll do when you make these cups, they're super easy to find at the dollar store or Walmart. You just fill them about 3/4 full. And I recommend just make probably 10 or so at a time so you can continue to use them. And then what you'll do is you will rip the paper of the cup. There we go. And just take the paper about halfway down. So you'll rip the paper off. And then sometimes the edges can be really sharp, so what I do is just kind of roll it in my hand like this. Okay, just to get those sharp edges down. And then you're going to massage in a circular pattern in about a 6-inch diameter to, this is the dorsal compartment, the first dorsal compartment, and that's where your pain and inflammation is. So it's just right here on your thumb side, and I'm sure you're aware with where that pain is. That's where we're going to put the ice massage on, okay? So we'll go ahead and put you right here. We're just going to do a quick treatment today so you can see how it will go. I want you to tell me when you're moving through those phases.
Okay.
Okay, so when you feel the burning, when you feel the aching, and when you get to the numbness, of course.
Okay.
So we'll go through this process today, and then I'd like to help you incorporate this into your home exercise program. Does this sound like something you'd like to do?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and start. And your wrist is a bony area for most of us. So you want to try and just not stay on those bony prominences too long because they do absorb the cold quickly. Okay. So you're going to move your ice massage in a circular pattern and just overlapping about halfway on that dorsal compartment. Okay? Let me know when you get into that burning phase.
Okay, there.
Okay. And let me know when you're feeling any aching. Okay. And I'm overlapping, moving in a circular pattern with minimal pressure. And you would continue to do this for about 5 to 10 minutes. As soon as you feel the numbness, the test would end.
Okay.
Okay. Starting to feel that numbness? Yeah, it's very, very effective. So then you can just have a towel close by. I recommend putting a towel underneath you as you do this, just because the water will start to drip. So I would sit just like you are. You can sit and do this yourself. Prop your arm up so that it's elevated,
Okay.
and then put a towel underneath you and a pillow. You can do this while you're sitting on the couch watching TV. Do you have any questions about this modality?
Yeah, is it okay for my skin to look a little red?
So yeah, that is something that is very normal.
Okay.
As you can see right here, we have a little bit of redness. Anytime you apply something cold to your skin, you're going to have a little bit of redness afterwards, and we call that erythema.
Okay.
So the erythema usually goes away in about 30 minutes to an hour, and it's normal and it's expected. So that's a great question. Any other things I can help you with today?
Sounds great.
All right. Have a good day, and I look forward to working with you again next week.
Thank you.